Hi guys, I hope you're all well. It is 11:45. I am wrecked, as you could probably tell. Honestly, it's been so warm today. My best friend was here. She came here at like 4 or 5 o'clock and she literally just left. Like, she's literally in the driveway right now as we speak. She goes into the car first for like a little while and gets music and whatnot and everything ready. So yeah, we got a food delivered. We waited over an hour and a half for the food and the food was not nice. And by the time the food came, then the place was closed. So we were kind of raging about that, not gonna lie. But it was a really good day. So I was meant to have a double lesson today, but my driving instructor actually cancelled. And she never cancels, so I was like, right, obviously it's something, you know, important or serious. So I was all, don't be worrying about it. She never cancels ever, even when it's been like heavy snow. She has like came to collect me for the lesson, so I was like, right, don't worry about it, it's all fine. I am working at 8 a.m. tomorrow, so that is not gonna be fun because I basically start in 8 hours. So yeah, I really need to get to bed like ASAP. Honestly, we didn't plan for her to stay as long as she did. It's just we were hoping that the food would come a lot earlier than what it did, and then we were just that busy laughing and yeah, just hanging out, I guess. Today was a productive day. I felt like I got a lot done in the sense of like applying for houses and whatnot, so I'm hoping tomorrow that I'm going to hear back from a few places, hopefully anyway. I don't know. I'm just really hoping that I get some more sorted. See, my rent is due on the 10th of, it's due on the 10th of April in a few days. I have to pay that anyway, but it's due on the 10th of May, and then I have to move out in like the week of the 20th, so I'm like, what is the point of paying like full rent for only being in the property like a week and a half? Like, there's no point to me personally. So I would really love to be out of there before the 10th because I'm not in a contract or anything, so it's just rolling, so I don't have to pay May's rent if I'm not there in May. So like, I'm really hoping that I can get something before the 10th of May. Like, if it was at the end of the month or something, or at the start of the month, like if it was rolling over, yeah, like, do you know what I mean, it would be grand. But I just, if I have to pay a deposit and first month's rent and then rent here, do you know what I mean? And I know I'm not going to get my deposit back for here, not because I've trashed the house or nothing. It's just the letting agency, A, is notorious for not giving deposits back, and B, so basically, long story short, because this house, like, the landlord was obviously cheap. Like, I'm sorry, I'll call a spade a spade. So because the landlord was cheap, everything was really poorly sealed, like the windows. And 2 winters ago, when it was like really cold, the windows shattered, like smashed from the inside, and it was obviously like due to the really cold temperatures, the change. But because they were so poorly sealed, so one of them smashed and then the other smashed like a few weeks later. Keep in mind, this was winter, as I said, so like, it was obviously the cold weather. But when they were coming in for an inspection, they were kind of like almost saying that and I was like, why would I smash my own bathroom windows? Like, why would I smash the windows when I'm in here every day? Why would I possibly want the cold air in winter? Why would I want to make the house colder? I was like, this literally just does not make sense. I was like, it's obviously because it was so poorly sealed. I was like, what if I had a baby in here? Like, what if I was sitting on the toilet or something when it happened? Like, it was at 3 in the morning when it happened, and then the second time was at 5 in the morning or something. Like, it was during the middle of the night. Like, I was like, what if the dog was sitting on the floor, like sleeping on the floor, and the glass fell on top of her? What if I was on the toilet and the glass fell on top? Do you know what I mean? Like, it could have sliced us open. Like, it was really dangerous, but somehow it was my fault because obviously I was living here. But I was like, no, I can promise you now, I'm not going around breaking the windows. And then there is a few other things as well that have changed in the house, but I'm not going to go into that. But that was not me, so do with that information what you must. But anyway, I had a good day. I took her a walk. I didn't take her for a long walk, A, because it was warm, and B, because I was expecting to go on the lesson, and then she actually texted when I was on the walk saying, can she cancel? We were actually meant to go to the beach today, me and Jamie. She was like, can I come at 5 and get you in stay for the double lesson? But I was like, I'm going to the beach. It was already planned. By already planned, I mean Jamie and me planned it literally about 20 minutes before Tracy said it. That's usually how me and her roll. But we actually didn't go then because there was unfortunately a car crash on the bridge. So it took her a very long time to get to my house. So she was like, we're not going anywhere in that traffic. So I was all, okay, no problem. So we just stayed here instead and like ordered food and whatnot. Honestly, I think it was better. It's honestly always better. Like, it's always good for the soul whenever we're together. I think I am pretty much gonna leave it there because, as I said, I am working in 8 hours. And I still have to edit this and go to bed. Honestly, I was gonna shower as well, but might just have to get up earlier tomorrow morning and shower then. But yeah, I'm going to leave it there. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Why did my brain just stop there? So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again tomorrow. Bye.